Whether you're lonely or you hate the fact that you're single shouldn't be an excuse or any reason whatsoever to go back into a relationship that is not worth it, that is not healthy. The first principle to adopt if your ex tells you that they actually want you back is to let them in slowly. You get? Because you don't really want to appear like you're actually desperate for a relationship, for a comeback. At this point, the ball is actually in your court, so you have to play it as much as you would want. You want to show your ex that you've actually got some value and you've actually got some standard, and these are standards and values that should be respected. So why do you have to let them back in slowly? There are several pointers I'm going to give you why you should let them back slowly. Number one, this time it affords you the opportunity to actually know or to actually think if you actually miss them. Do you miss this person? Is your life a lot happier and less stressful now than it were when you were in the relationship with the person? These are the things you should consider. Do you actually miss them? If you're actually happy with what you're doing now, or with whatsoever thing or whatsoever person you are with at this particular point, then I feel like there's practically no need to get back into the relationship. Another thing you should actually be considering if you are lonely. Of course, loneliness can actually make you feel like you actually need somebody beside you. So you have to think, am I lonely? Because you just hate the fact that you're still single. Get this, whether you're lonely or you hate the fact that you're single shouldn't be an excuse or any reason whatsoever to go back into a relationship that is not worth it, that is not healthy. You get? The other thing you should be asking yourself, do you actually love this person? How do you feel about this person? In a breakup, we have the opportunity to actually reason things out. So we'll have the opportunity to actually see things from a different angle if we actually ever love this person. So in times like this, it gives you the opportunity to ask yourself, do you actually love this person? In the space and time where we both were not together, how did I feel about this person? The second principle you should adopt if your ex wants you back is to look for evidence in change over proclamation in desire. Your ex may have this strong desire or may show you this strong feeling that they actually want you back, but that doesn't really mean they've changed anything. The real measure of change will actually be measured in action over a long period of time. It can never be measured on the day they told you that they want you back. And what are actually the pointers you should be looking at when you want to consider or when you want to look at the change your ex must have undergone? Number one, you have to think about the relationship, how it were before you guys broke up. Was this person someone who could communicate her desire, who could communicate her displeasure, her dislike in a way that doesn't necessarily cause any fuse or any fight or doesn't insult you? Does this person respect values? Does this person respect your standard? Is this person, is this someone, because there's no how I will encourage you, there's no how I will tell you that to fall back into a relationship to somebody that beats you, to somebody that maltreats you, to somebody that doesn't respect you, or to somebody that doesn't treat you right. You get? So if you want to fall back to a relationship or to somebody that has drugs issue, that abuses drugs, that does a whole lot of things that are vices you cannot cope with. So these are the things you have to consider before ever going back to the relationship. Is this person, if you're actually married and you guys divorced and the person wants you back, do you think you still want to create a home with this person? Do you actually see this person in a broader picture over time with you? So if you actually do not see this person in a broader picture over time with you, then there's practically no need to ever fall back to the relationship. The third principle you should adopt if your ex wants you back is to set a new standard for what you need from them. You have to communicate your needs to them. You have to communicate your new standard to them in a way that they confirm that they've understood, and also they confirm that they're actually willing to go by these standards. And this doesn't just raise your value as a person, it also creates an exit strategy for you in times, in case where this person doesn't get to play by that standard, you can easily exit the relationship without feeling anything whatsoever. So when you talk about creating a new standard for them, what are the pointers? You have to tell them how they should treat you, because we grow up from different backgrounds. People have different religious inclination, different ways of seeing things, different parentalhood, different education, different ways they actually interpret things. So at times they treat us according to the way they interpret a particular thing. So you have to set a standard for them, tell them that this is the way I should be treated, this is the way I want to be treated, this is the standard I want. If it's somebody that calls you only once in a day, or can comfortably go throughout the day without talking to you, then this is an opportunity to tell the person that I don't really need that in my life anymore. If you're not ready to keep on communicating with me constantly during the day, then there's no need to get back to this relationship. I have a friend like that who was dating a girl, and this girl was actually comfortable to go throughout the week, throughout the day, or a day or two without talking to him. So each and every time he will talk to the girl, and the girl started seeing it like the guy was actually complaining that why would you always tell me that I don't talk to you in a day? That relationship doesn't necessarily mean you have to talk to the person each and every day. But to me, when the guy told me, I felt so funny to myself, and I told him that this person you're dealing with doesn't really like you. Because for anybody that likes you, for anybody that claims that they actually love you, that person should be able to check you out in a day, to know how you're doing, to know how you're faring, how was your job, how was your day. But if a person doesn't do that, I don't think this person actually like you. So these are the standards. Is this somebody that comes home very late each and every day? They have to tell the person, I don't really need somebody who comes late at night. Is it somebody that insults you? Is it somebody that anytime you have any little conflict, the person ghosts you? The person will go 1 or 2 or 3 days without talking to you, or the person will want to make you feel like you should always say sorry for whatsoever disagreement, whatsoever arguments you guys have. This is an opportunity for you to state your standard, and if this person cannot play by that standard, then there is no call for alarm whatsoever. You can exit the relationship at your own call. Remember, this person actually broke up with you, and if they are coming back for a second missionary journey, then you should be the one playing the cards, not the other way around. So when your ex tells you they need you back, especially if they were the ones who broke up with you, then you have to take things slowly. You have to look out for evidence of change. Also, you have to set new standards for them to understand. Because if you do not do these 3 principles, there's every likelihood that you're still going to get hurting. There's every likelihood that this person can still do the exact same thing that made the relationship to end in the very first place. I hope this video was helpful. If it was helpful, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up, as it's going to help with the algorithm. Also, I will appreciate you to share this video with friends. There are persons out there that really need to understand this principle. I love you guys a lot, and I will see you guys in the next video.